dude, this is my first time doing a video call. Like,
Really,
yeah.
really, that's crazy. Well, I'm very glad that I'm your first one.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling into the show. You have 3 songs out right now, and very safe to say you have 3 heaters out as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
So let's just jump right into it. Obviously, we're just going to address everything first. It's like you have a huge TikTok following, huge Instagram following. And
Yes.
I stalked your TikTok. First time I've ever said that in an interview as well. And dude, it just seems like you just have always had this passion for music, and you saw an avenue how you could get your music across to people, and you did it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I started getting into music when I was about like 9 or 10. My stepdad was really big into Metallica and stuff. And I just got inspired by that. I learned how to play guitar, taught myself when I was like 9, 10, 11, around that age. And yeah, I just kept with it ever since, and then jumped on Musically and stuff back around like 2015 and just kept with it ever since.
Amazing. And now with the music and everything, correlating with your TikTok, you've from what I saw, always have had like more of like the hip hop, kind of like the TikTok trendy type songs in the background with skits with your homies and by yourself that have always done incredible. And it's so admirable that at such a young age you were able to utilize a platform in such a way to get all those views and that content out there. Now, I hear that influence from all those songs that you've been doing skits with in the actual music you're putting out. So talk about that a little bit, because of the songs I saw, I didn't really hear a lot of the rock alternative that I hear coming across in your songs.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I definitely am really heavily inspired by a lot of hip hop stuff. And yeah, I mean, I've listened to Juice WRLD and I mean, pretty much every hip hop artist that was coming up since I can remember. But yeah, I mean, I just started playing instruments and stuff because of Metallica and everything. So yeah, I definitely don't get like vocally inspired by a bunch of like the rock stuff and everything, but definitely love the genre. So.
For sure. And now with this new age of life we're in right now, you're obviously hella young, which is so sick. You got your start so young. Yeah. Now, how do you stay inspired lyrically right now when we're in a pandemic, can't be really hanging out with homies, and kind of can't be forming new relationships, which you've written about with 3 songs? So it's like pushing forward. It's like, yo, are you digging into memories and like just all that?
Right. Yeah. Definitely. So Hard to Breathe and like all the songs were written before everything really like kind of the hammer kind of dropped and stuff like that. But I mean, the thing about like me is I'm not really too big of a group person, hanging out with a bunch of homies like to begin with. So even with quarantine, I've been going out and I've been finding stuff to do. Like I've been going exploring and like finding like abandoned places and just going out on the lake, like doing stuff like that to have like fun days. I make memories and stuff still to get inspired with like writing music and stuff like that.
For sure. And now lyrically, where does all this come from? Is it mostly based on like true stories of what's happened throughout your life? Or is it more so kind of like, cool, I love storytelling?
Right. No. So the songs that I have out right now have all come from like Love Letter came from a relationship that I was in 2 summers ago. Hard to Breathe is about a relationship that ended more recently. And Habits just was a song that I was writing in my room, just about stuff that was going through my head, like a lot of bad habits I have and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really all the songs I have out right now are inspired by like true stuff that's happened to me. So
for sure. And now how do you balance? Well, a lot of people have the work-life balance. You have the school work, and then schoolwork balance, and then life to add into that. And dude, kids are fucked. They're so brutal, so nasty. As soon as you get a little bit of notoriety, you're getting bullied no matter what. There's no way around it, and it's so shot. Yeah. And so I want to hear from you as a kid who's currently in school with a huge following and putting out incredible songs, clearly an incredibly gifted songwriter. How do you cope with all that?
You know, all that stuff, like I've always gotten like negative feedback from just people around my hometown, like since I had like not even 1,000 followers on Musical.ly. Like it wasn't like the thing that people found cool. So, but it was what I wanted to do, and I kind of just stuck with it, and I didn't really like care about it. But I've done online school for a big portion of my life, so I didn't have that like going to school and like always being like picked on at school and stuff like that. But I live in a pretty small town, so like, you know, people, they know me, they know where I go and stuff like that. So I've always had to deal with like people on my back, but it hasn't been a big like worry to me, you know, cause I got my craft and I'm focused on it. So.
Hell yeah. That's the best attitude to have. I remember I was 16 and we had to either write a poem, record a song, or draw a picture for religion class. I went to Catholic school, and I recorded a song cause I can't write poetry or draw pictures. And someone stole the demo out of my backpack and made copies of it and passed it out to everyone.
No way.
So shot, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's crazy. I went to a Catholic school like from 3rd grade to like 4th grade when I was like, I don't know, probably 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I don't want to judge you by any means, but it doesn't look like you would do well in Catholic school.
No, I really did not. It was not for me. There's a reason I only went from 3rd to 4th grade. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Clearly, I've always been gifted in the songwriting and arts world to the point that you couldn't be in Catholic school.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing. So now 3 songs out, huge following and everything. Now, was it you putting out songs first on TikTok and kind of playing kind of singer-songwriter type vibes before you kind of got the notoriety for covers, or was it just kind of simultaneous? Was it the chicken before the egg situation? What?
Right. So I started like I came on Instagram, like TikTok and stuff like that, and I was playing guitar and I was like doing stuff like that. And that just really didn't like pick up. It didn't resonate to anybody. And I started doing like lip sync stuff, and that started getting attention. And then I got with this group when I was like, I had like 30K on Musical.ly, and like I had this like little group of friends I was with and stuff, and there was like this talent thing. So I would do like a video every week, and I'd have guitar stuff on there. But I mean, shortly it just mixed back into like just me doing TikTok stuff and like lip syncing and challenges and skits like that. And then it just came back around whenever I started like really writing and like about to release my music. I started like blasting it on my social medias again and stuff.
For sure. And now obviously music videos are a huge part of being a musician, and you have all the skills of being a content creator and basically filming 15 to 30-second music videos all the time. So have you taken creative direction when it comes to your music videos?
Yeah, so whenever I got we got the call and was like, yo, we're filming 2 music videos for Hard to Breathe and Habits, I kind of like got really excited. I was like, hey, this is my element. Now I've been doing this. So we went through the whole like forgot the word, the image that just has everything for it.
The storyboard.
Yeah, and I had the kind of had everything going on. I threw my ideas out there, and like a lot of stuff did change, unfortunately, because of the circumstances with COVID and everything. But it was when I was filming the music videos, it was really dope because it just felt like I was at home. You know, I was sitting there filming, and I definitely was able to throw in a lot more ideas and stuff like that to make the video feel. So yeah.
For sure. And now, kind of growing up, who are some inspirations for you, or even now, because it's a weird time because pop punk finally came back, and then hip hop went back to where it was, and then like there was some crazy cross, and like now MGK has Tickets to My Downfall coming out, which comes out tomorrow, which is sick. Then like Posty, like every Mod Sun, they're all doing like the hip hop blend with, and Travis Mills, shout out Girlfriends.
Yeah.
With Nick Gross. So what was some inspiration for you besides like Metallica?
Right. So do you know who the Kooks are?
Of course.
Yeah. Naive. That song, I found it when I was I was playing Guitar Hero when I was really young, and that's where I first found it. Fell in love with that song. I always loved that vibe too. That's a little more like kind of chilled out and stuff like that. But I mean, I listened to Nirvana a little bit, stuff like that. Motley Crue, definitely. That's more like 80s rock, but like, you know, and yeah, I just kind of like took the MGK was definitely a big inspiration too, more going into like the pop punk stuff. Bloody Valentine, that song,
such a good song.
Really dig with that song. And yeah, so but that was all more recent stuff, but yeah,
for sure. And now you're writing with a bunch of people that still are in the pop punk world, which is awesome. I just got to personally shout them out. You could too as well. Got to shout out Dan and Stu from 7715. Got to shout out Glooms. Got to shout out Dan. Got to shout out Wakeo. All people have been on my show, which is funny enough. And then just BSing about who's coming on my show. And I'm like, yo, Payton's coming on my show. And they're like, yo, we just wrote with him. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh yeah,
one big family.
We were talking about Daniel Garrity a little bit.
Before
the call. I love him. Great guitarist.
Oh,
so insane.
One of the best guitarists. And when you're older, we'll tell you dad stories. Yeah. We'll tell you Dan and Fish stories.
Dude, I've heard. I haven't heard the stories, but I've heard about the stories, and that just
you've heard stories about the stories.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, what's the plan with these songs now? Are you going to be dropping an EP? Are you going to drop an album, or just kind of just take it day by day? Because it seems like you're doing everything right. Harder Breathe has, what is it, over 250,000 plays in less than a week already?
Yeah, it hit 350 in the first 3 days or something that. It was going crazy. Yeah, but I mean, EP is obviously the dream, man. But I'm looking at January for an EP. So obviously, I want to get out as much music as I can. So there might be a couple singles in between there. But I've got a lot of music in the vault right now that I've been working on. So EP is definitely not a far-fetched dream right now. So.
Hell yeah.